Hey sports fans, welcome back to How It Works. Today we're diving deep into the thrilling world of American football. By the end of this video, you'll have an in-depth understanding of how the game works, its key components, and the strategy behind those exhilarating plays. So put on your helmets and let's get started. American football has its roots in the early versions of rugby and association football, which were brought to the United States by British settlers in the 19th century. Over time, these games evolved into the modern version of American football we know and love today. The first intercollegiate football game took place on November 6, 1869, between Rutgers and Princeton. The sport continued to grow and develop, with new rules and innovations introduced by legendary figures like Walter Camp, known as the father of American football. Today, American football is one of the most popular sports in the United States, with millions of fans following high school, college, and the National Football League across the nation. American football is a complex and strategic game, and its intricate web of rules and positions can be a bit overwhelming. So let's break it down into the key components. First, we have the teams. There are a total of 32 teams in the National Football League, which is the highest level of competition in American football. Two teams face off against each other, each consisting of 11 players on the field at any given time. These teams are divided into two primary units: the offense, which tries to score points, and the defense, which tries to prevent the other team from scoring. There's also a special teams unit responsible for kicking and punting the ball during specific situations. Both the offense and defense have specialized positions, each with unique responsibilities and roles on the field. Speaking of the field, an American football field is 120 yards long, including two end zones, each 10 yards deep. The field is roughly 53 yards wide and is divided into 100-yard increments by yard lines, with hash marks running parallel to the sidelines. The goalposts are located at the back of each end zone. Now, let's take a closer look at the players and their positions on both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. On offense, you have the quarterback. This is the leader of the offense who calls plays and throws or hands off the ball. A running back. These are versatile players who can run with the ball or catch passes. Wide receivers. These are players who run downfield to catch passes from the quarterback. Tight ends. Tight ends are hybrid players who can block and catch passes and are often used in running and passing plays. Offensive line. This group consists of the center, guards, and tackles. These players protect the quarterback and create running lanes for the running back. On defense, you have defensive line. This group is made up of defensive ends and defensive tackles. These players disrupt the offense by tackling runners and pressuring the quarterback. Linebackers, positioned behind the defensive line, they are involved in both run defense and pass coverage. Cornerbacks, responsible for covering wide receivers and defending against pass plays. Safeties, the last line of defense, they help with pass coverage and run support. Okay, now that we have a sense for the teams and positions, let's talk about the game structure. An American football game is divided into 4 15-minute quarters with a 12-minute halftime break. The game begins with a coin toss to determine which team will kick off and which will receive the ball. Each team has 4 downs or chances to advance the ball at least 10 yards down the field. If successful, they earn a new set of downs. If not, they must either punt the ball to the opposing team or attempt a field goal. The offense and defense continuously battle for field position, with the ultimate goal of scoring touchdowns or field goals. What are touchdowns and field goals, you ask? They're how teams score points. There are 4 ways to score points in American football. The first is a touchdown, worth 6 points. A touchdown is scored when a player carries the ball across the opposing team's goal line or catches a pass in the end zone. Second is the extra point. After a touchdown, the scoring team can attempt the 1-point conversion kicking the ball through the goalposts or a 2-point conversion running or passing the ball into the end zone. Next is a field goal, worth 3 points. A field goal is scored when the kicker kicks the ball through the yellow, fork-like goalpost during a special play called a field goal attempt. Finally, we have a safety, worth 2 points. A safety occurs when the defense tackles an offensive player in their own end zone. American football is a game of strategy, with coaches and players constantly adjusting their game plans based on the strengths and weaknesses of their opponents. Some key strategic elements include Play calling, which is when coaches and quarterbacks select plays designed to exploit the opposing team's vulnerabilities. Formations, which is when teams can align their players in various formations to create mismatches and confusion on the opposing side. Blitzing, when defenses can send extra players to pressure the quarterback, forcing him to make quick decisions and potentially turn over the ball. And crucially, time management, which is how teams manage their timeouts and the play clock to maximize scoring opportunities while limiting their opponent's chances. American football is more than just a sport. It's a symbol of teamwork, hard work, and the pursuit of excellence. The game teaches valuable lessons about perseverance, resilience, and the importance of strategy and preparation. As a fan of American football, you're a part of a passionate community that shares a love for the game, its intricacies, and the stories of triumph and defeat that unfold on the field. Whether you're cheering for your favorite team, marveling at the athleticism of the players, or debating the strategies employed by coaches, you're a part of a celebration of the human spirit and our drive to push beyond our limits. American football has inspired generations of athletes, coaches, and fans alike, fostering a sense of unity and belonging through shared experiences and emotional connections to the sport. From the grassroots level to the professional stage, the game has transformed lives, instilling discipline, teamwork, and a never-give-up attitude that transcends the gridiron. So, as you watch an American football game, remember that you're not just witnessing a thrilling battle of strategy and athleticism, but you're also partaking in a celebration of human achievement, determination, and the pursuit of excellence. And there you have it. We've covered the essentials of American football, from its origins to the modern game and its strategic components. If you enjoyed this comprehensive look into the world of American football, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more amazing content from How It Works. Also, drop a comment below and let us know which team you're rooting for this season. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep the passion for American football alive and strong.